Hi guys, this is MattiAce, and in today's video I'd like to show you some footage of Norra Älvstranden in Gothenburg. And what do you know? A Volvo Amazon, huh? Who would have thought? So the water that you see here is actually a river, Göta älv. Now this river divides Gothenburg into what is considered the main city and Hisingen. And Hisingen, which is where we are right now, is actually an island because this very river that I'm talking about, it splits into two rivers and creates this island. I also want to point out that making this video was a little bit more challenging than I thought, and that's because of course I want to film this when there is nice weather, but also want to avoid filming people because unlike when I'm filming in the Philippines, people in Sweden are not very happy about being filmed, especially not when there are kids around. So I have to angle the camera in a way that I don't offend anyone. As I'm sure you understand, when the weather is the way it is right now, there's gonna be quite a number of people out. Actually, a little bit less than I thought, but then again, this is recorded quite early on the day during a weekday when people normally are at work or in school. As I'm sure you can see in the background here, you see Stena Line. These are the ferries that go either to Denmark or to Germany, and they probably take a few other routes as well. I'm not entirely up to date. Turning the camera around here, we see Karlatornet. Yeah, this is where I made that short that I uploaded a few days earlier, letting you know that this video was in preparation. Also worth knowing if you want to visit this part of Gothenburg is that you need to know where to go in order to find these family-friendly places, because not all is as beautiful as the selected part of this video really is. This, for example, is an area that I wouldn't recommend. So now, navigating here is actually very easy. You see these boats on the other side of the harbor here? That's actually part of Gothenburg public transportation. So if you have bought yourself a bus ticket, which is also a tram ticket, then you also bought yourself a ticket for these boats. So as long as the timer hasn't run out, you can just enter the boats and go using the same ticket as you already paid for. Now if you want to stay here longer, there are several hotels, there are plenty of restaurants and shops that you can enjoy. Perhaps you like ice cream. Now Sweden is also in the forefront of science and innovation, with companies such as, for example, Ericsson and Volvo. There is of course the need for education and networking, where Lindholmen Science Park is described as an important hub for the expanding city. Perhaps this part of Gothenburg is more interesting as a career choice than as a tourist destination. Most of the buildings in this area, as far as I can tell anyway, are residential houses. They are built quite a lot more crowded together, also a lot taller than what you saw in my previous video, and even though most of the restaurants and cafes were either closed or somewhat empty during the time when I was filming this, there are plenty of them. So, if you enjoy this type of view, then perhaps give Norra Älvstranden, or more specifically Lindholmen, a visit, and well, if you do, let me know what you think about it.